Hello everyone, today I will be talking about multiplication and division in CODEWARRIOR in assembly language in actual CODEWARRIOR program. So if you don't know how to install the program or if you want to learn a basic stuff about assembly language and coding, I strongly recommend and you go and watch the video I posted about this information. It's actually really helpful to have some background before you actually start coding. So first thing you're gonna do is actually create a project, and then you're gonna go to main file of your code, which is here. As you know, this part of the code is actually coming with the template, so it's gonna help you with the coding. And then the way I wrote down this code is I actually have a variable coming from outside, and I'm gonna store them in these two, so you can actually see what's happening with the code. So first thing you're gonna do is that you need to load the value in accumulator that you want to multiply. So I'm using mul instruction, which is multiplying a by b, and then it's gonna store the result. Since it's 8-bit multiplied by 8-bit, it's gonna be 16-bit value. So when it's saving it, it's gonna actually saving it in the accumulator, which is 16-bit register. So first thing, I'm gonna load the value, which I'm getting it from variable one, which is number two. And then after loading it, I'm gonna load the second value. I'll load the two, and then I'm doing the mul, which is multiplication. And then since it's storing the two 8-bit, it's gonna be 16 is gonna be in D, which, as you know, the accumulator is actually combined. It's a basically combination of A and B. So your higher bit goes to the accumulator A, and the lower bit goes to accumulator B. So since 2 by 2 is 4, I'm just gonna save the accumulator B, which is gonna be 4 in my storage memory location. Then let's go and actually see the debugging part. And so here, so we're gonna step through it. So I'm gonna load the value of A, which is 2. Then I'm gonna store the value of B, which is again 2, and then go enter B, and then I'm gonna multiply these two numbers. So I just explained it's gonna save it in 4. But if you pay attention, you're gonna see it in A and B, which is 0, 4, which is, since this is a hex value, it's gonna be 0, 0, 0, 0, and then you have hex value of 4 at this point if you want to combine it to convert it to the binary, but in the hex file it's just going to be 4. And then I just want to save the lower bit, so I'm going to save B in ST1, and if you come here, ST1, it's become 4. Yes, here. So SD1 is actually 4. The way I saved it, that's the 2. SD1 is actually a 2-byte memory location. That's why you see it just storing it in higher bit of the uh, memory location. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the division. So we're gonna go back to our code, which is here. Again, I'm gonna use IDIV code or IDIV, which is division. And I actually posted a link for the manual I'm using, which is gonna have all the instruction you need for your coding. So it's really important to actually have this in manual on your side when you start coding, so you actually getting the right information. If you click on that link, which is on my description of video, it's going to bring you to this page. It's going to show you the instruction I'm using. So as you see here, it's going to tell you what's the instruction and how it's actually going to operate. So this instruction is going to operate, it's going to actually divide the accumulator D by the X, and then it's going to save the result in the X. And since the division might have reminder, is gonna store the reminder in accumulator D. Just let you know, it's not there's no 8-bit division in this coding, so This is the basic one that you can use. There are other instructions that you can use. You can go ahead and search them here and use those based on the sign value, or if you have like 32 byte that you want to divide it by 16 byte, there's another instruction for that, and you can divide those by the right instruction. So first thing you're gonna do again, since we're gonna divide with this instruction, which basically means divide d by x, you wanna load your values in accumulator d and x. So I'm gonna load the value of the x, this is the value I'm gonna divide, and then I'm gonna load the value of the x, which is 4, which is what I'm doing, it's just 6 divided by 4, and then I'm gonna do the multiplication, sorry, the division instruction. Let's go in the debugging page and see them all and put their information. Uh, Let me comment these codes so we won't see any information from this part. As you see, it's gonna jump here since those commented out. So we're gonna LDD 6. So value of the 6 here again. D is accumulator A and B, so that's why you have the 0 here. And then we're gonna load the X, which is 4, and then divide. So 6 divided by 4 is gonna be 1, and then you're gonna have the remainder of 2, which is at the D. So I'm gonna do store the X and st1, and if you go here, you're gonna see number 1. Since it's only 1 byte value that's result at this point, it's just gonna put it in the lower bit of the location. And then we're gonna do the next part. Since I don't have any code after this, probably not gonna see it. It's gonna go after that, but it's gonna load the 2, which is reminder, in that memory location as well. So that's it for this video. Hopefully I helped you to understand assembly language a little better. And if you have any question, feel free to ask your question in the comment section. Make sure that I'm gonna answer those as soon as possible. And if you like my video, you can go ahead and like and share my videos. Some other people can actually find these information as well. And thanks for watching.